Students, Sairam, this is Megha Miss here, and today we will continue with our lesson with our presentations. Okay, I hope all of you wrote your exams very well, and now we will continue with our lesson. Okay, so we were doing lesson number 1, that is gravitation. This is our session 5. We have completed the lesson. We are going to start with the sums. I hope you remember in the session 3 we have done sum number A and C. Okay, so leaving those sums we will continue. Okay students, now the next part which you are going to see, that is the B sum. The radius of planet A is half the radius of planet B. Okay, if the mass of A is ma, what must be the mass of B? So that the value of G on B, okay, value of G on B planet is half that of its value on A. Okay, so the value of G on B is half as compared to A. Okay students, so we will see how we are going to solve it. Now given part, you will see you have got RA, that is radius of A is half of radius of B. So I have written this step. Okay, so if this RB is in multiplication, when I'll take it here down, it will go in division. So it will become RA upon RB is equal to half. Okay, then GB, that is the G value on B is half of GA. Okay, so here can you see that I have written? Yes. Now this GA can go in division to GB. Can you see this? It will become half. Okay, so GB upon GA is equal to half. This A you can write as small also or capital also. Okay, to find mass of the planet B, that is MB. Okay, now what is the formula we are going to use students? G is equal to Gm upon R square. Okay, now for planet A, okay, what for planet A I'll write? Ga is equal to Gma upon Ra the whole square. Yes, and for this is for B. Okay, what it happened for B? Gb is equal to Gmb upon Rb square. Okay, this small g is different and this capital G is different here. Yes, did you understand this for planet A and planet B? Okay, now next, what we are going to do? We are going to divide the equation 2 by 1. Okay, so GB upon GA we have done. Okay students, what you will get? GMB upon RB square divide by GMA upon RA square, this step. Okay, now this division, if I want to change it to multiplication, my second fraction will become reciprocal. Yes, so did it become RA square upon GMA? Yes, yes, it became reciprocal. Now this G and this G I can cancel out. What I'll get? I can write MB upon MA. Okay, MM terms I took together. So MB upon MA multiply by RA upon RB the whole square. Okay students, I hope you understood till here. Okay, now next what will happen? Half. Yes, GB upon GA is half is equal to MB upon MA multiply by 1 upon 4. Now from where 1 upon 4 came students? You know that what you got the equation? RA upon RB. Yes, and the whole square it was. So 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4. So this you got from there. Okay, so 4 upon 2. Now this 4 is in this denominator. Yes, it has to go to numerator. Okay, so what it will be happening? 4 upon 2 is equal to MB upon MA. Okay, so what will happen? 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, right? So what you are getting? 2MA is equal to MB. So mass on of planet B is equal to 2 times mass of planet A. Okay students, did you understand the sum? So the mass of B is twice the mass of A. Okay, I hope you understood this sum. Okay, we'll continue with the next one. Now D sum, as I told you, C sum we have already done. Now an object thrown vertically upwards reaches a height of 500 meter. Okay, what was its initial velocity? What we have to calculate, students? Its initial velocity. Now it has already went up, means it has got its final velocity, it has reached a height, right? It reaches a height, so final velocity is here 0. It has already reached now there. Okay, how long will the object take to come back to the earth? So we have to also calculate the total time. Assume g is equal to 10 meter per second square. So g value we are going to take, that is 10 meter per second square. Okay students, now see here, displacement is equal to 500 meters. Yes, that is s value. Gravitational acceleration g is equal to minus 10 meter per second square. Why minus? Because it is in the direction opposite to the gravity. Okay, final velocity, as I told you, it has already reached the height, so 0 meter per second. And we have to calculate the initial velocity and t total, time total. Okay, now what formulas we are going to use, students? V square is equal to u square plus 2gs. Okay, instead of a, acceleration, we have written g. Okay, t total will be 2 into t. Why? Because sometime it we have taken from the ground to the top, and from top to come back again to the ground. So we have to take it 2t. Okay, v is equal to u plus gt. Okay, this formulas we are going to use. V, g and s is given. To find u, we use the third equation. We will use the third equation. Okay, now see here. So what is our equation? What is our solution? Now v square is equal to u square plus 2gs. Okay, now 0, v square is 0, is equal to u square minus, you will get, that is the 10,000, right? You are going to get, that is the 10,000. Yes, now how this 10,000 came, students? You have 2 into, what was g value? 10 into 500. Yes, so you have got that. Okay, so what will be the u square it is? So it will become here root of it. Okay, so what is the u value you have got? 100 meter per second. Okay, if this 2 I have to cut, it will become root of that. Okay students, now since we have v, u and g, to find t, we use the first equation, okay, of Newton's law. So what you get? V is equal to u plus gt. Okay, instead of a again we have used here g. So what it will be? 0, 100 u value plus g value we have taken minus 10 multiply by t. Okay, so when you solve it, I got 10t is equal to 100. So t is equal to 10 seconds. Okay, is this the total time, students? No, this is the one time. Okay, but it has come back also, na, from up to down to the earth back. Okay, so time of ascent is equal to time of descent, means upward and downward time. So t total is equal to 2 into 10. So t total is equal to 20 seconds. Okay students, did you understand this? So initial velocity was 100 meter per second and the time taken to come back to the earth is 20 seconds. Okay students, I hope you understood this. Yes, now the next one. A ball falls off a table, okay, and reaches the ground in 1 second. Assuming g is equal to 10 meter per second square, calculate its speed on reaching the ground and the height of the table. So what we have to calculate? Calculate the speed of that ball when it is coming to the ground, and the height of the table we have to calculate. Okay students, so we will see, that is what is given to us? Time is given to us. How much is the time it took? 1 second. What is the gravitational acceleration g value given? 10 meter per second square. What is the initial velocity u given? 0 meter per second, right? Now what we have to calculate? Final speed with what it has come back, right? So final velocity, that is v. Speed means the velocity, final velocity we have to calculate, and the displacement, that is the height of the table, that means the displacement s we have to calculate. Okay, what are the two formulas we are going to use? V is equal to u plus gt and s is equal to ut plus half gt square. Remember students, wherever a was there, instead of a acceleration, we are writing here gravitational acceleration, that is g. Okay, so now next we will see. Now the first one you have v is equal to u plus gt. Okay, now we have to calculate, that is the v value, final velocity. So u is 0, you know, plus 10 into 1. Okay, so it will, v will become 10 meter per second. Okay students, next what you have, s is equal to ut plus half gt square. Yes, so ut, you know, u value is 0, so I have added 0 here, plus half into g is 10, multiply by 1 square, 1 second it is time. Yes, so it became 1 square. Okay, so when I do the calculation, simple calculation, I get s is equal to 5 meter. Okay students, as the ball is falling off the table, it is falling towards the gravity, right? So we have taken g value here positive. Okay students, or you will ask me why here 10 is positive, because the ball is falling off the table. Okay, so the speed on reaching ground is 10 meter per second and the height of the table is 5 meter. Okay students, do remember to write the final answers, do remember to write the units, okay, and write at least the formulas, okay, properly. Yes, and solve the sum with proper steps. Okay students, I hope you understood till here. Yes, so here today what things we have studied? We studied these sums, okay, where we have used the Newton's equations. Yes, this Newton's equations all of you have studied in 9th standard. Only here we saw that instead of acceleration a, we have substituted it by gravitational acceleration, that is g. Okay students, so I hope whatever sums I have taught you today, you will write it in the book and practice so that you will understand them. Very easy sums, you have to just use the Newton's equation. Okay, so I hope you remember the Newton's 3 equations of motion which are important for us to solve these sums. Yes, the first equation of Newton was v is equal to u plus at. Okay, but instead of a, what we substituted students? V is equal to u plus gt. Yes, second equation of Newton was what? S is equal to ut plus half at square. Yes, but what equation students we use today? That is S is equal to ut plus half gt square. Yes, third equation was v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Yes, so instead of that, what we have done? We have just substituted a by g. Yes, so v square is equal to u square plus 2gs. Okay, why? Because here in gravitation we are considering the gravitational acceleration, that is the g. G value can be positive, value can be negative. Yes, in the D sum we saw that we have taken it as negative. Why? Because it was in the whatever the object, it was thrown upwards. That means it was opposite to the direction of the gravitational force. Yes, so we have taken it as negative. While the last sum which you saw today, what I solved this one, you saw that here the G value we have taken positive. Yes, why you have taken it positive students? Because the ball was falling off from the table. Yes, so the value we have taken it as the negative. Okay students, so I hope whatever sums A and C also, what we have done in session 3, I hope you have wrote it down somewhere, you have practiced it. There only you continue with this sums. Okay, so we have completed with sum number A, B, C, D and E. Okay, remaining are 2 more sums. We will do it in the next presentation. But I expect you to write the sums and practice. Don't just see the video. Okay, please write it in your book. Try to solve it on your own. You will understand it in a better way. Okay, so that you will practice the sums also. Also you can do the solved examples also. Okay, so I'll stop it today for here. Do practice again, I am telling you. Okay, thank you. Saira.